Okay, now that I got your attention, listen up. This is a long video, but there's a lot of new updates and things, and I've been gone, so yeah. Alrighty. Hi, I'm SC Zesty, and I have been gone for a little while now. Some of you might not have noticed, which is fine. It's fine, whatever. But I just wanted to tell y'all why I have just kind of silently taken a break for a week and a half, like 2 weeks at this point. It was intentional. There's also some updates I want to update y'all, not necessarily like, oh my god, this is why I took a break like for 2 weeks and I'm back to normal. No, there's a new normal. Well, at least I'd like to think so. I just smacked y'all. I'm so sorry. But I'm sorry for just dipping. And also, I had a schedule that I planned to use for the second half of March, and I didn't adhere to that. I made a revised schedule halfway through March because the first half just did not work. But honestly, I'm just going to be totally honest. Just March was kind of just like my flop month, if I'm being totally honest. Not like I'm flopping in terms of clout. Like, I'm just saying, like, I just didn't. It wasn't my month. But what I will say is that I'm pretty dang confident April is going to be. So, yeah, I basically took a step back to kind of just... I have like a message I wrote on my Discord server the other day that I'm going to read, just because, I mean, I took the time to write it, and it's better than if I were to just like try to say what I wrote down out loud. But before that, there's a few other things I want to say. So get some popcorn. I don't think this is going to be that long of a video. It's more just like an update video, but
Nina.
There's stuff you want to hear. So for starters, I obviously took a break. That's my first bullet point. Yes. Wow. True. So basically, my mental health was just kind of meh in March. I am in Seattle. Whenever I am in Seattle for winter, it's very dark, it's very gray, it's very rainy, and I very much get affected by the seasonal sadness, seasonal depression, whatever you want to call it. Always have. I thought I escaped it, but weirdly enough, March, for the first time ever, usually it's like November, October, December-ish is when I really feel it, and then it lasts like a few months, you know? But for some reason, March was when it actually kind of caught up to me. But what I will say now is that, oh my, I mean, it just almost hit 70 today for the first time this year, which is 70 degrees Fahrenheit, not Celsius. And this is relevant because why? Any of my friends or family members can like vouch that I when the sun comes out, I'm a totally different person. I mean, again, Seattle, we're known for rain and gloom. So love the summers here though, and the springs here, and it's spring right now. So yes. But yeah, I wrote right. Sorry, seasonal sadness finally caught up to me, and any of my friends or family members can tell you how much I need that vitamin, that D. I'm good, I'm healthy, no kiss of life. AKA, I actually need the sun. Vitamin D is what I was trying to say, because it literally makes me so freaking radiantly happy. I don't know how else to put it, but yeah, my sleep schedule is also really messed up. So basically, I would start filming really late in the day, and then it would just like be unproductive. So I took this time to fix my sleep schedule and also just my schedule outside of just this. Like, I was wanting to exercise and like, you know, get back into dancing and like go to the gym, and I did not really do that, especially in March, and I've been doing that. Now I'm just gonna add, obviously, making content back into it, but just I realized my stuff was really flipped around where I was just only focusing on my content, and that matters, obviously, except I am in front of the camera. I have to be a good version of me, and also, why would I not want to be a good version of me? Well, easier said than done. But like, I basically took this time to take a step back and think, okay, it just wasn't working for me. Just starting in the week, I'm like, oh my gosh, I already feel behind, because that is a common theme of why this has been kind of like, it's because I'm really behind on some stuff. Let's not get into that quite yet. But anyway, I also said, yeah, I didn't have much time to film when it was light out. And in addition to all the following, I have a long Discord message to read because I worded it well there. Oh, let me also say, I have felt so behind since November at this point, as I've always had unedited videos, etc. Even before I had my first upload, like, I had videos filmed, and like some of those are in, like, I have them tracked, like they're not like all up in here, so they used to be, but I have them all on a list. And some of them are never probably gonna see the light of day, and some of them like y'all just won't care about them, and I don't care about them, but I still have them, and I'm also like, that's fine. Like, that's not what's screwing with the mental, but I'm very behind on the viewer votes, and I very much care about that. We'll get into that in a second, and I'm sorry that we're behind, but we're gonna fix that. Yes, I've felt so behind since November at this point, and I've always had unedited videos, but it has gotten very much bad in March. It was because I put way too much on my plate, which is my doing. That's my fault. I put too much on my plate. So now I'm hoping there's not any catastrophic changes, I don't think, in my new schedule, but it is a little bit less. And also, with that said, it is less so I can also do more, if that makes sense. Like, when there's too much for me to like do in a checklist and it's predetermined, and there's all this new music coming out, and I'm focused on stuff that came out I don't know, like a year or 2 years ago, where it's just like that doesn't have the same urgency. And then I'm like, oh my God, I'm missing this comeback that I care about because I have something that I put in place. It just wasn't working. So, but it's not like everything's going away. So don't worry. I'm making it manageable. Anyway, let me read my long message. Yeah, I put this in Estee's corner. Also, join the Discord server if you're not already there. What are you doing? Basically, as some of you may have noticed, I sort of just disappeared 2 weeks ago, and I've realized the systems I set up for myself weren't working for me. Oh my God, that sounds like what I just said. Oops. I took this time away because I needed it, and I realized it was impacting my motivation and burning me out. This is my job, and I take that seriously, but truly I needed a break. So I took one silently. And I know there have been a few time periods, notably the second half of February, but also in early December and 2 weeks ago, where I took a break from uploading, and that was because I was sick. And yes, that's true. 2 weeks ago, at the start of my break, I was like really congested, which I think were allergies, to the point where my hearing was like very, very congested, and also had no way to like provide myself relief. It was not fun. So I consider that being sick because I was not able to function on camera, but I was also not having fun. But I was plotting. That's what this video is all about. But sorry. I don't have ADHD. What are we talking about? Huh? This last week, though, I took a proper break for the first time ever since I started my channel last fall, which is true. I've never felt like I've kind of taken an actual break, and I'm very glad to be going back to content as normal soon. Hello. Nice to see you. Which is very likely going to be on Monday at this point. That's when I'm filming this. As a whole, I intended this break at first to catch up on uploads I'm very behind on, but I realized that my survival mindset wasn't letting me take a break, so I've really tried to force myself to stop. It's hard since I don't like feeling behind, and I am. It's a feeling I'm familiar with, but also I familiarly hate. I also don't want to feel burnt out all the time, and I was just doing about everything in my power to make sure I was burnt out, which is not the right approach, obviously. There will be changes coming, but ones that I think I need, and I hope that people understand. Can I stop burping, though? I don't think it'll be anything earth-shattering, but I needed to change what was happening behind the scenes too. Since I have been so behind, I realized I'd only been focusing on the past rather than the future, and that will change. I'm just rambling at this point, but I love you all so much, and I hope to be back to a new normal soon. Bow. And also, TLDR, March wasn't my month, but April will be. And I firmly believe that. The sun is out, buns are out. Actually, they're not. I mean, they can be. But, yeah. So, next announcement, OnlyFans. Sorry, not to get y'all's hopes up, but no plans for that, at least in April. But speaking of which, April, that's a great segue into my plan, which is a very simple schedule. It'll probably be on the screen right here if I'm a really good editor, which I plan to edit this video like good. But basically on Monday, there's going to be XLove variety / play variety content every other week. So they're going to rotate off every other week, but sorry, the mic is really close. This week I'm going to do both because I've been away. Like, I'm not cruel. Like, I am a little bit cruel for giving y'all, like, every other week now, but that's... Oh my God, I'm sorry. But that's because, again, too much on my plate. I'm also doing Tuesday, same thing with Anteam, the Go One episode every week, and I'll probably also do, like, a double one this week because I'm sorry for just dipping, but again... needed. Then Wednesday was going to be P1 Harmony Variety, and then Thursday is going to be viewer votes, and then Friday is going to be New Music Friday. And then with YouTube, no sort of schedule with that, like, at all. Like, I need to stop having a schedule for YouTube and just do what I need to do when I do it. And also, it's not like I'm abandoning Plave or the XLove covers that I used to have every Monday, or the Plave that I had every Wednesday, or the Anteam that I had every Tuesday. I have plans for that. I would rather do, like, XLove covers aren't, I really want to watch all of them. But that's the thing. I want to probably do those when, well, okay, basically, I'm going to try to start streaming this month. Ideally next week, maybe at the end of, maybe this Friday for New Music Friday, we'll see. I would love to, like, react to just those on stream and then have, like, a video that's, like, all of the XLove covers. And with Plave's discography and Anteam, because they both have a comeback this month, I'm kind of jumping ahead here, but this is important. Y'all, Lune and you, Plea. Basically, I'm going to kind of follow the comeback schedules as they come about. If there's a music video, I'm going to probably do that when it happens. So I'm not going to assign it to a day. Same thing with Anteam, but obviously I know that when the comebacks are happening. And there's also a lot of other those two group comebacks in April. Like, April is a very comeback heavy month, so I'm trying to have less on my, like, ahead of time schedule and more, like... y'all know what I'm picking up what I'm putting down, right? Anyway, Friday, still New Music Friday, and I still love that. I need to change a few things where the episodes are too long right now, except if I do them on stream. I don't mind filming them. It does take some time. I mean, they're usually like 2.5 hours pretty consistently. if not 2 hours, which is again long, but they don't require much editing. And I will probably do early access, kind of go back to that. I kind of stopped doing that because I stopped getting copyright issues. And then all of a sudden I did get copyright issues with my last New Music Friday. So we're going back to double uploading them, first on Patreon, early access for the baddies, and then on YouTube as well. So anyway, with that said, Xlove and Plave are going to alter off every Monday. And P1 Harmony, I'm not sure if I'm going to do P1 Harmony. Like, I'm kind of getting more into P1 Harmony, which is why I put them in their own day on Wednesday, but it's still the same, basically. So, I remember, I was, like, trying to, like, rack my brain for the point that I was trying to recall, which is going back to the Anteam and Plave. I want to react to the rest of their discographies in a larger video. Probably one for YouTube and probably one for Patreon. Like, if the dance performances I like to kind of keep over on Patreon, or like live performances, or like any special performance videos, Studio Choom, that stuff on Patreon, and then like the music video, maybe the song reaction if there's no music video, and like all like the title track, those kind of things probably over on YouTube, and then, you know, another video over on Patreon. Except I don't want it to be like what it used to be, was like every week I would, at least for Anteam in specific, I would do like, say, a title track or like a title track and a B-side, and then I'd do like the music video and line distributions, and then I'd do like live performance, like kind of like what I already talked about, but it would be like every week just for like one song, rather than just like get like, also, who doesn't love a longer video? I mean, if you don't, I'm sorry, but like, oops, like, also you're probably getting one right now, so anyway. That's my plan for that, but I also want to know their whole discography before their comebacks, which are happening in April. Ow, I just stabbed myself with paper. Oh my god, Kiss of Life's comeback was today. Yikes! Yeah, I also posted an April Fool's video where I reacted to their live stream. People were kind of upset. Sorry. Not any sane people, but anyway, that's not the point. Basically, Plave's comeback is the 14th and Anteam's is the 21st, which are both Tuesdays. So I'm probably going to prioritize Plave's because it's a week before Anteam's, and also their discography is shorter as well, so it's easier for me to do. Yeah, their comeback is in a week. Wow. So yeah, I gotta get on that. None of the issues are like what I'm reacting to, I guess. I want to make that explicitly clear. It's not like I'm not enjoying what I'm reacting to. What I'm not enjoying is how I don't have enough time in my day to react to everything, where I just react to the stuff that's on my checklist. So there's two parts of it. There's me fixing my sleep schedule, and then also me fixing my upload schedule, kind of, because I have also not been focusing on, like, I'm not like I need to focus on growth on YouTube, but like it has not even been a thought, like, oh, like I haven't thought like once, like I should upload like this video, it'll do well. Like, I love Nona, you know, the Indonesian 4-member girl group, if you don't get into them. Like, that's my most popular video on my channel right now, and I love them. So why the fuck is that my only video that I've uploaded from them? And it's like 2 months ago! And I have several filmed. But, with that said, there's nothing that I have been reacting to that I'm like, oh, I removed it from the schedule because I don't like it. No, I love all. And I would tell you... Actually, would I tell you? Let's be honest. Would I actually be like, oh, actually, I don't really... There's one that I don't really like. I probably wouldn't say that. But I just want you to know that I... You know what? Let's just move on to the next point. We're just saying shit at this point. I should have said this at the very start, because this was initially my first bullet point, is this video is what to expect going forward. Ideally, in April, I will start streaming on Twitch at SGZesty with 2 Y's at the end. That's my username everywhere, except for Roblox, because apparently someone took it there. Not that I've ever played Roblox, but one of the websites where you could check usernames, it was like, green. Not Roblox, though, so... Don't try to add me on Roblox. Second YouTube channel. I want to start a second YouTube channel. Basically, I would love to kind of talk about like more like podcast style videos. I don't know if it'd be like a podcast, but kind of just more like what I'm doing right now, except like these are my favorite songs that came out like this last month type beat, or like this is my like monthly playlist. That's the same thing, but just said differently. Just like talking, like, for example, like I am obsessed, and it continue to be obsessed with everything with the rollout of Girl Set's Tweak. Like, and I just would love, like, my business marketing brain, like, I would love to just talk in front of the camera for 8 minutes about that. I think that would be, it would be cute to have like a non-reaction channel for that. I was thinking I'd call it like SGZesty Plus, so here's a little preview. Let me see if I have it. Wait, can I, is it this? Oh, bitch. Okay, hi, I'm over here now. Basically, I also want your opinion on this. So obviously we know this is like my thingy, right? But also, I'm curious, like the color scheme, like it's like SC's, you know, gay, like duh, like, and also their shades of these colors. I just love this color, these, especially without the orange. Ugh. I love a good restaurant crayon color palette. Don't even get me started. Like red, yellow, green, blue. But obviously, whatever, I had that orange. But so there's this SC's, or... because I like the color scheme. These were those. I like the color scheme of this, like the MLM flag. But this is probably gonna be my second channel profile picture. At least at this point, it's kind of like. Oh, I forgot. I'm literally behind the screen. My bad. What, do we, like, should I make this, like, my color scheme on my main? Because, like, I like this color scheme a lot. I also have this one. Like, I kind of was fiddling around. Like, none of these are, like, that good. But, yeah. Anyway. My headphones just turned off. Okay, that's random. Let me know your thoughts. But let's see. So, basically, I'd love to have a second YouTube channel for that. So be on the lookout for that. It's not up yet. Well, maybe it is. I don't fucking know. But yeah, also a second Patreon tier. So I initially was going to have a second Patreon because of like, I wasn't sure about the legality of having like doing Heated Rivalry, which is like a, you know, 18 plus show like on here. Because you can have your Patreon account marked as 18 plus or not, but you can't have individual posts. So I was like, fuck, I have to make a new Patreon. But apparently it's actually pretty normal for people to react to BLs or whatever on here just as a separate tier. So that is the plan. I'm probably gonna like have like a $10 tier for like show reactions, but that's not a big priority at this point. But Heated Rivalry finally, hopefully, and I really hope that, and also BLs in general though, unsure about consistency at this point. And this is not currently a massive priority as I'm already behind on content and don't need to give myself more hours of work right now, but just know this is something that I want to do when I finally get more caught up. Oh, also I'm behind on the viewer votes, and if you're curious what actually the ones I'm behind on are, I need to upload NMIX's High Horse, which this is from ages ago, but this is the one that's from longest ago. Yeah, the NMIX High Horse. I have a Patreon and a YouTube one, which I probably am just going to combine, but I also have my sad song reaction film from P1 Harmony, which I didn't realize I filmed that way long ago and I just fully forgot about it, but sorry. I also need to film my TXT Deja Vu reaction, my 0x1, 2 0x1 reactions, 3 Lycan reactions, and last week's viewer vote was only one of. And I also think I'm going to change the day that, like, the schedule of the viewer votes, because I just literally, like, gave myself no time to film them, which is why I kept getting behind. Like, I had them literally on the Thursday or Friday, and literally, like, those are the days when new music comes out. Like, why am I, like, adding like a YouTube video, a Patreon video, and then I'm also going to upload a Patreon video from last week to YouTube. Like, so it's like 3 videos kind of like that I'm like doing in addition to new releases that day. It's just like, why the fuck did I choose that day? So I'm probably going to move it back to like Wednesday. So not that y'all like really like need to know that, but like just so we're aware, that's kind of why I kept falling behind, because all of a sudden I had a ton of stuff to film, and I'm going to prioritize the Blackpink comeback. Sorry, like not like actually like I want to on paper, but like, bitch, I'm so excited to like figure out what there's like the excitement, you know, like I don't want spoilers and I also want to react to it. So there's kind of some sense of urgency as someone who has a phone and has social media and also has a reaction channel to like not get shit spoiled. Like for example, there is a few music videos I have seen. Like I saw the Yena Catch music video. Love that shit. And also that's a good thing for my second channel, like talking about things that I may have seen on my own time, because like realistically that will happen sometimes, unfortunately, but also you can still hear my thoughts. But the plan obviously is always to react. So with that said, those are the viewer votes. And in general this month though, I want to focus on comebacks because there are several. I currently, let's go back to the schedule. I just want you to be aware what I am planning for. So please let me know if there's anything else that I missed. Also, if there's anything that's happened that I missed at all this year, just let me know. But Kiss of Life had to come back today. I wrote that one down because it was relevant to the video I just uploaded a few days ago. And then we have Dayoung, soloist. I loved her preview, the preview of the song, like in a reaction I did to like the top songs of 2025, like the K-pop songs of 2025. That video, like it was like a Winter Rosie video. We know Winter Rosie, right? We love Winter Rosie. Then Reseen has a comeback this Wednesday, and then Cat's Eye and Hwasa have a comeback this Thursday. So those are lots, like literally every day this week, technically there's a comeback. And then the 13th is TXT, and then the 14th is Plave. So 2 big ones, at least for me. Then If I has a comeback on the 15th. Is it Extraordinary Heroes on the 17th, and also Eve on the 17th, and then on the 20th is NCT Wish's album and Cortis's music video, and then Anteam's comeback is the 21st, and TWS is the 27th, and Illit, I always say Illit, is the 30th. Like, oh, and also on the 30th of last month, I think, was Irene's from Red Velvet's solo comeback, and then Kepler had one on Tuesday the 31st, I think, and then Monsta X released an album last Friday. Like, wow, like there's at least a few. There's like you see what I'm like. It very consistently are there like something like, and also I probably won't get to all of these realistically, but I want to. And also some of these I can do my New Music Friday, blah, 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 you know, you get the drill. And also streaming will solve, I think, a lot of the problems as well, because I can get through more faster and also have better direction, I guess. I'm just self-directing myself right now, but like having like a chat, for example, hey, that could be you. Follow my Twitch. Not guiding me, but y'all know what I mean. For example, like, I will spend like 2 minutes just like trying to figure out how to pronounce someone's name, and y'all can just fucking type it in chat and I'll like read it in a few seconds, you know? Or like answer my question. Like, I don't know. It's gonna be a different dynamic. And I think one that I really want. And also I think the one that some of y'all will love as well, because it's like, you know, we're interacting in real time type beat. Wow, that sounds like parasocial. Y'all know. The other thing I've got to do is stop overthinking. Anyway, focus on comebacks because there are several. That is true for April. And then also short form content. Hey, any editors of short form content, hit me up. Because I realize, again, growth. I'm like looking towards the past, like trying to catch up, not like the future, like how I just showed you like these comebacks. And I'm also not thinking like a lot of people promote themselves on TikTok. And I know how to do this. Like that's the other thing. Like I'm super into marketing and entrepreneurship and specifically social media marketing. Like I know how important it is to have short form content, but so like why? Like why have I not like prioritized that? And it's because I've kind of felt behind since I've started this. So I gotta get caught up. And also I think in general with streaming and everything, kind of editing my own short form content, at least at this point in time, seems a little bit a lot. So if there's any editors, like anyway, like no worries if not though, because like this isn't like a big priority, but I just wrote that down. So yeah. And also, I don't know how I'm going to handle stream requests, but would love to like take like requests on stream. Like, you know, like some people have like their Patreon tiers, their higher ones have like 3 members a month can like choose like a reaction up to half an hour long. I don't want to do that because I don't want to limit it to people, but and also like the consistency of it doesn't really make sense to me because logically, if I'm really excited about something, like say like a few times a year, I'm like, holy shit, I need this person to react to something. I'd rather just like have a way to just like, I don't know, like $5, like boom, check out, like, and rather than it being like a consistent thing, you know, like more so like a case by case basis. And also I don't want the same people to just kind of keep like have the ability to just keep requesting, which is like apparently a problem that kind of happens with those Patreon tiers. So that's my plan for that. Probably like Ko-fi, Ko-fi, but TBD, because also that is kind of looking a little bit farther to the future, but still relating to streaming. And also just in general, I was making way too many smaller projects. Like I talked about with Anteam and Plav's discography videos, and also Plav's covers for YouTube, XLove covers for YouTube. Like it didn't make sense what I was doing. Because in a perfect world, I could section these out, but right now, like it just is too much and I need to group them into larger videos because that just works a lot better. I would love to have this, then and like, and have like a one video thing for each like song and a discography, but that just, that's too much. And I don't know why it took so long to kind of like figure that out. But also, who doesn't love like a 4-for-1 video? Like I love those videos. Who doesn't? You know? And I can also use that for like catching up for other music videos because I've also missed quite a few music videos this year. So, and I've been keeping track of those too. And also that's perfect for streaming to do. So I'm not worried about that right now. Just more so about like the future comebacks of this month and also kind of setting up stream. But yeah, I love to have there's also a few albums that I want to listen to that came out recently, like BTS's album I still haven't listened to. I know some people don't really like it so much, but also like, okay, I haven't listened. I gotta listen to that. And also there was another, Nessa Barrett. Been loving her music. Her 3 songs, New Music Friday, that we've checked out so far these last few videos have been literally like 10, like 11, like so good. Like if you have not listened to those 3 songs by Nessa Barrett, oh my god. So I want to check out her album and also some other people's, like Zara Larson's Midnight Sun album I still haven't checked out and people want me to check that out. So, and yeah, just in general though, viewer vote catch-ups in one big video is another option I could do. What do y'all think about that? Because I'm not gonna limit to any of the viewer votes to like the Patreon thing where I'm like, okay, you know, early access on Patreon and then the next week it's going to be on YouTube. Like, no, I'm just going to do all on YouTube, like for this catch up. I like the system for that, but just not when I have to do it for like several videos. I could combine NMix and P1 Harmony and TXT and Zero Base One and Lycan and Only One of into one video. It would be like, it'd be a few songs. Ew, my screen looked disgusting there. Huh? Sorry. Yeah. So let me know your thoughts on that. I could also do them separately because I just could. I wrote Patreon video for YouTube. Right. So I'll write on screen if I remember and figure out what the fuck I meant by that. I also wrote down second channel. Yes, I've talked about that. Oh, for like the other, like I have the simplified schedule, right? But that's again, so I can have other videos. Like I'm not just going to do 5 videos a week. Like that's not the vibe, like just between YouTube and Patreon. But I do want to also kind of keep doing the system that I have for like kind of the dance videos over on Patreon and then like the music video type situations over on YouTube. So I kind of get a more variety of content outside of just the groups I'm diving into over on Patreon, but also not so like ruins the experience for like people who don't or can't, like don't want to be a patron or can't, you know, because that's not my vibe. I think obviously the music video is the probably most important part of like a comeback or something. So that's why obviously that's on YouTube. I also just want more of a variety on here, on Patreon. Again, I have a very simplified schedule for Patreon and YouTube, but this isn't, again, all I will be doing. I will be doing more. Like, I'm excited to be doing more content, but also less so in a structure, because that was making me very unmotivated. Also, my hair looks so ginger. It's crazy right now, but I don't know what this lighting is doing, but like, we've been new. Yeah, basically kind of a balancy of consistency for y'all with the Patreon schedule, and then also freedom for me to kind of just do whatever, because it's not like I'm not going to do stuff that y'all like, you know, but it's just like the order of operations is like a little bit skewed right now. So also I mean, at this point, there is a channel on my Discord server for like content talks. Like, I wrote down in parentheses like new comebacks, like if there's any new comebacks you want to let me know about, like if I want opinions on thumbnails, or like, you know, if y'all got video ideas or feedback, suggestions, etc., like whatever that may be. Like, now have a channel on my Discord server because I realized I didn't really have that. If there's anything that y'all want to like see from me, I also have a reaction suggestions channel that's like different. That's like, you know, where you paste like a YouTube link, but this is more so like, you know, so we can talk about like what I should do next type beat. Also, when I stream, like if there's any Twitch clips, I probably put those there. You know what I'm saying? I also need a routine in my life, and I got this last week especially. Yes, I have a routine that I'm kind of following, and it is going to be good. I think it's going to be great for my mental health, and also obviously for content, because that means there's going to be content, and also my mental health is going to be good for my content, so then the content's better. Anyway, yeah. Yes. Hopefully I will have streaming set up by next week, but either way, go follow my Twitch. I am at SDZesty with 2 Y's everywhere, and I have a streams ping on my Discord server. Oh yes, go to the Rolls channel and get the Twitch streams ping. It's the green circle, and it'll ping you when I stream, whenever that may be, because I don't know when that's going to be, and you don't either, so, but then you will. And then also, there's a new Discord server link for those who don't know. This isn't that new, but discord.gg/esty, ESTY, is the new server link. I'm still working on updating, like, pin comments, descriptions, etc., but it initially was, like, discord.gg/zesty, and then it was ESTYZ, like Esties with a Z, and now it's just discord.gg/SDA, so, yeah. So also there's a super cute pink butterfly tag as well. Very much Rui from Xlove, kind of, but also it's just cute as fuck. And also it says Zesty, so it goes by your name. It's really cute. And anyone, you don't have to have Nitro for this. You just equip it. And it's so cute, is it not? Also, boost the server so we don't lose the butterfly, because I just had to do that yesterday because we lost the butterfly, and that's not going to happen on my watch. But yeah, anyway, you should be on the server if you're not there already. And also, I hate being late, but also Xlove and Plave will probably be uploaded tomorrow, as well as Anteams Go 1. I have more time tomorrow. I'm kind of using this day as kind of like an ease into the week, kind of setting up this new normal, editing this, and just making sure that my plan for the week is good, because I was busier than expected Easter yesterday. Sorry, there was a holiday. So I'm kind of treating this as like my Sunday, but also I'm working. Okay, that's the other thing. I was taking a break, but I had to force myself to stop, y'all. Like I've been like, I have to be like doing the viewer, but like I have to like edit, like even if I can't film, like, oh my god, calm down. Like, we're fine. And I really had to force myself to stop, but now I'm like so glad to be back. So anyway, and again, sorry for just disappearing. Like, that it was supposed to be 1 week, but then I needed another one. And I'm really glad I took that second one, but I also am unsure how to do viewer votes, but they seem to be working fine, other than me being behind as fuck, which is my fault. But also, I don't think it's going to be that hard to catch up with my current plan. Yeah. Again, also filming those, like, I'm like, stop. Don't film in this time. So I try not to film these last 2 weeks. I only filmed the April Fool's thing, but that's it. But now we're back. Hey. Yeah, and also some other channel ideas. Like this is like looking to the future, but I just want y'all to know like what I'm thinking about. Like, I do play Valorant, I do play Minecraft, like some sort of gaming channel would be fun. I also love Pokemon cards, always have, always will, and I'm kind of getting back into them. The hobby is in a really shit position right now because scalpers are fucking everywhere, but would love to have like a Pokemon channel. But also like this is like I'm working on this right now. I just want this to be known. I'm sober. Like, this is the priority. But as I'm thinking to the future rather than trying to catch up like desperately, because I've only been thinking about catching up since I started this channel. So now I'm like, okay. So anyway, continuing VODs, from Twitch, probably eventually maybe a clips channel or a shorts channel, and then also kind of like a podcasty or talking about music. Well, I have podcast, talking about music. I like, parentheses, not reacting, which is kind of 2 things I talked about doing on my second channel probably. And then also maybe stream highlights. And then also I wrote travel, because ideally one day, the goal, I would love to be, I've never seen this before, and I could be wrong, but I would love to do like reactions. Like, I would love to be able to be in a position to travel to places relevant to the reaction that I'm filming and react in a place in the world, because I love traveling. Not that I've traveled that much outside of like North America really, but I was abroad for a semester in college, and I'm like, I have to get back. Also, I am in the States right now, and enough said. But that's like dreaming big. That's like, I'm talking big picture. When I started my channel, I was like, that I think is like what I want to work towards, but I haven't been thinking about that at all. So I kind of was just like, let me just tell the people, because that would be fun. Like, who's done that? Who's done that? Like, it wouldn't be everything, and I don't know what it would actually look like, but the concept is cool, right? Like, I kind of, did I not chef cook a little bit? But like, imagine I don't know, like I go to like the fucking, like, who dropped that? Imagine I go to like fucking Sweden, like fucking, and experience a Midnight Sun and react to the Midnight Sun Zara Larsson album. You see what I'm saying? Anyway, but I honestly, like, for K-pop, I'm just like, all right, well, time to go to South Korea, and time to go to South Korea again. That's, again, dreaming big, but then also looking to the future rather than past and catching up is going to be my goal in April. And also, I would love to get into older K-pop, except that is, again, another back burner thing, like first, second, third gen groups, but I'm just currently focused on the present right now and kind of catching up. So that's probably something that's going to be maybe on stream later on. But yeah, so that was kind of a lot. Let's recap, I guess. I still have to go to the bathroom. Fuck. Who said that? Why would you do that? I asked you not to drop it like a minute ago, and then you just fucking, okay. And you did it at my birthday dinner. Oh yeah, I also had my birthday, which like that happened when I was still being active. But I don't think there's anything else for me to discuss that I have in my bullet points. Wait, actually, did I? Hold on. Yeah, so I also hate being late, but X Love and Play will probably be tomorrow. For X Love, I'm conflicted because I was told to do the highlight medley and like the behind the scenes for that. But I also know that there was like some video that was uploaded literally today. I swear, X Love happens every like there's always uploads on Monday on X Love Day. So I think there was something like BuzzFeed, something funny, something or rather. I think that pretty much covers everything. I am excited for this month for sure. I mean, there's a lot of comebacks I'm excited for. Also, I feel so much better, y'all. Like yes, this break. I know. I'm sure like some of you are like listening to this and you're like, oh my god, like this motherfucker, like it's fine, like you took a 2-week break, like it's not the end of the world, like you're human. But at the same time, I know that there's probably someone here who's like, I paid $5 a month and I expect this, and I am truly very sorry because that was not ever the intention. The fact that anyone here is supporting me in this way means so much, and I don't take that shit for granted. And I also want people to be happy, duh. So if there's anything I can do, let me know. That aside, what I was actually trying to say there is I'm so excited for April, and I think it's going to be good. Like, April's going to be a good month. And oh my god, actually, you know what? No, there is something that I totally forgot about. Yes, it's at the very end. Okay, hold on. Sorry, it was right below my last bullet point. I forgot. It's these one-off video ideas I have. So, like I talked about, the Plave discography, the Anteam discography, and then there's 6 of these, so that's 2. And then also, I guess 7, 6 or 7 X Love covers, like a roundup for those. That's not so much a priority because it's less timely than like these 2, which are before a comeback. But also one big viewer vote catch-up video, like I talked about, kind of combining all those viewer votes I'm behind on. And then a music video catch-up. That would be super fun. And then also like my favorite songs of the year so far. I guess I could, so 5, then 6. I'm sorry, my favorite songs of the year so far, kind of just like going, kind of just saying like, hey, this is what I've been listening to personally. And then also our sacred holiday, 420. I would love to do a 420 special. I think that'd be very fun. I do have plans then, but I'm thinking I will probably schedule a video. I have a channel for reaction suggestions on my Discord server, and there's a thread. And if you need help finding this thread, just like join the server. And if you're not there, I mean, if you're there already, just like, if you need help finding it, just ping me or ping one of my admins, or just send a message in Gen chat just asking where the thread is. If you have any recommendations for music videos that you think I should watch, hi, on the sacred holiday of 420, April 20th. I don't know if this is officially going to happen, but I think it'd be fun. And also, better be safe than sorry, get those music videos in. Oh, actually, with the comebacks, I may be late for the Even Extraordinary Heroes come back, because I will be away from home when those happen. I think I will be. I guess that was all I really had to say was the 420 special, but yeah, I think that'd be super fun. I think that's it. Thank you so much for, wow, 44 minutes. Hopefully I cut this down a little bit, but I love you so much. And also, wasn't this so fun? Like, this could be like what streams are like. Well, I guess I probably wouldn't be talking all the time, but yeah, I definitely am really excited for that. I always knew it was a step in the right direction. And also, I have been saying that, like, I'm saving up for a new CPU. I have been saying I'm saving for a CPU and a GPU, which is true. That's still the plan, except I think I can stream. I'm not like streaming like video games. I'm streaming kind of like reactions and whatnot. So hopefully it's not gonna be too intensive on my poor little like 5-6-year-old 6 or 7-year-old PC. Like, it's just like a little bit, she's a little bit rusty, but she still works fine for like my like for like these purposes. So logically it should be okay for streaming. And if it, like, we're gonna do a little test period, I'm not gonna like be like, surprise, like first stream. Like, I'm gonna kind of ease into it, so just FYI. But definitely be there, because I want my start to be fun. Like, I don't want to be like lonely. I'm just saying I'm not gonna make it a big deal, a big moment. But just in general, my mental health is just, even this last week has just been so much better. And like, it literally can just happen that fast with me when it comes to the sun. I know it sounds so silly, but like, y'all just trust me. Like, I thrive whenever spring comes around and it gets so beautiful, warm and sunny. Fix a lot of stuff. And I think it's gonna fix my content as well. If y'all got any advice, anything you want to say, let me know. Oh, also, if you have any opinions on how I should do viewer votes, let me know, because also y'all could just comment them whenever, and then I could just choose a few, or I can just do everyone's, like, because like sometimes the votes are pretty long. I don't want people to not vote because there's like 8,000 options. What the fuck is this? Okay, was that there the whole time? Oh, I probably just did that then. Yeah, okay, never mind, we're good. Hopefully. Don't. Oh yeah, also I've been dancing too. Like, I learned I was a Tweak by Girl Set. That was a horrible representation. I actually know it quite well. And I also know Catch. And I kind of learned Hearts to Hearts Rude. Like, that's a stretch, but that was a few weeks ago. But yeah, I've just been dancing. I've been getting exercise, and I've been feeling better. And I know it sounds silly, but like, it really, like, it's always like those things that people say where it's just like, oh my God, it's like, it's crazy how like the things you've always heard like actually are true. Like, oh my God, it's almost like you feel better when you exercise. But, and I'm no like gym rat, trust me. Like, I get so anxious going there, but it's also something that makes me function. It's something I wasn't doing. So we back again. Sorry for my disappearance, but I'm here and I care. Yeah, I really do care. Oh, and also that's the other thing. I didn't talk about this, but I kind of delayed it, but I care about the viewer vote so much because I care about what everyone cares about. That's why I think also like the viewer vote system, how it is now, is fine with like me doing everything and having it be longer, because it's like, that means that everyone's included for the requests. And then also, and that eventually, inevitably, realistically, as I grow, will probably be like impossible to keep up with, because there's only 25 options per poll on Patreon, but, and only like 10 on Discord. But Discord, boost the server. Oh, hello, boost the server if you're not already, because the Nitro votes, I'm just saying, like, there's not that many every time we do one. So if you want like an easy way to put a thing on a reaction poll, boost the server. I care about the viewer votes, though, and I care about what y'all want and what y'all choose and what y'all vote for. And I just feel very bad because what I'm actually doing with like me, like, not intentionally obviously, but like the delay of all these uploads, like these viewer votes, it makes it seem like I don't like care about that, and I genuinely do. So that's also why it's kind of weighing on me so much, and kind of why I was like, okay, I have to take a break and figure this out. And also part of it is just like, just do it. But like, again, I was thinking I was going to do each of these videos individually. I'm like, fuck, I'm so behind. But then I was like, okay, I can combine the 0x1 ones and like the 3 Lycan ones and the 2 NMIX ones into one. And then I was just like, or we could just combine everything and then do it. Like, it took a second for me to just like realize that I was making stuff so much harder for myself when I don't have to. So I guess here's to April making my like things easier for me, and thus better for y'all. I mean, streaming I think is going to be huge for making things just a lot easier for me to get through. So yeah, anyway, I love y'all so much. I've talked for way too long. It's been 50 minutes of recording. 50, not 15. And I will see you soon. Back to consistent uploads. Yes. I don't think there's anything else. I think I'm just like, there's such a long list of things that it's like inevitably I'm forgetting something. So if I'm forgetting something, it's here. And also I forgot this too. But don't worry. And who knows, maybe I'm gonna like lazily edit this and I'm gonna forget to like do this, but like I also did forget this, and I might do this in the future. Okay, I don't know what I'm doing at this point. I love y'all so much, and I will see you probably tomorrow. Realistically, I'll see a lot of y'all tomorrow, yeah? I'm hoping to also get like 1 to 2 uploads a day pretty consistently on YouTube, but we'll see how that goes. No guarantees, because whenever I like say stuff like that, then I like suck at it. So maybe I rescind that, but we'll see. Anyway, I love you so much, and I will see you next time, which will be the next time that I see you. Mwah. Bye!
You want